Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a book review. Full disclosure, I've already tried to film this like 5 times, so I'm clearly having trouble articulating myself, but I really want to share my thoughts on this book, so here we go again. The book I just finished is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. This is a book that is set in a pre-apocalyptic world as well as the post-apocalyptic world following an epidemic that wipes out most of civilization. What I really liked about this book is that it wasn't so much about obsessing over what this future world will be like and all the changes that are different and how is society different, but it's very much framed within the idea of how would people transition from the world as they know it to this world that is completely different, and how would people deal with losing their loved ones, with losing their homes, losing the way they live, losing electricity, and all of the things that we take for granted. It's very much a science fiction type of book, but I also would say that it's very much about humanity and how relationships work and how humanity deals with crisis, and it was just really moving and really interesting. I gave it 4 stars out of 5, only because there were so many characters and storylines going on that it was sort of hard to connect to each individual character because there's just so many. But what I love about this book is that it brings all these storylines from the past, from the future, from after this event, and it pulls them all together in a way that I thought was really satisfying. And I would say if you're tired of the dystopian post-apocalyptic thing, I would still give this a try because it was completely different from what I expected, and it didn't feel like a dystopian book. Even though it took place in this world after civilization dies, it didn't really feel that way because it goes back and forth across people's stories and all these characters come together, and clearly you can tell that I'm doing a bad job of describing this, but what I really want to get across is that this is not like anything you've ever read, and if you're at all curious about it, I just would encourage you to check it out because it's hard to say what it's about, but it's definitely worth reading. So yeah, this might go down in history as the worst book review in the world, but I hope that you can understand a little bit of what I'm talking about. And I'm also going to read one of the blurbs on the back, the praise, because there's one in particular that I think sort of does a good job of expressing what I'm trying to say, and at least it does it better than what I'm doing. So this is a blurb from Jessie Burton, the author of The Miniaturist. Disturbing, inventive, and exciting, Station 11 left me wistful for a world where I still live. So I just feel like that's a good way of summarizing the sort of nostalgia that is possible with a post-apocalyptic book. Definitely check it out. I would love to hear your thoughts if you've already read this, or if you haven't and you have more questions, please leave a comment because, yeah, it's just one of those books that sort of is mysterious and popular and out there. I will see you guys later with something else. Happy New Year. Bye.